Hello there, everybody. I'm Saban92 aka Nightmare, and we are in the cargo hold. Welcome back to the Edgeworth game. I realize it's a hell of a name, but Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. And Francisco's here! Yay! March 12th, 2:52 p.m. Flight I-390, lower deck cargo hold.
Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? It's so big!
Honestly, I'm not even surprised. Also, I noticed that there was one suitcase missing down there. You can't hide that from me. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. So, is this the real scene of the murder? There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir!
Begin investigation. Lower deck cargo hold. Alright. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides the murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. I wonder if that has anything to do with, Okay, so this is like before the first investigation that we did. So, I wonder if this particular thing has, like, you know, this might have something to do with it, potentially? Or at least this particular crime. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I'm really trying to think here. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Francisca came to this airport as an Interpol liaison. Okay. Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. As I expected, honestly. Actually, wait a minute. I want to try something. There's something much more urgent we should be dealing with right now. Don't waste my time or yours. Aww. Damn it. Damn it. I have to test everything. Why won't you do anything, Francisca? I want dialogue from you.
And you deny it.
Fine. Well, there's an open suitcase over here. Power just flickered at my house, I swear. The power better not go out while I'm recording. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here?
No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing.
I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Right. All sorts of boxes are piled up here.
This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals.
This one says for exorcism use only. What? So, wait, hold on. We have flammable objects, and alongside these flammable objects, we have pharmaceuticals. Okay, fair enough. Exorcism? Just what kind of operation is this airline running? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the hell?
Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it.
The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, Detective. It can't move.
Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now.
Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Right. A2. Okay. Well, right off the bat, we notice that there's one missing suitcase, but there's an open suitcase right here.
Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we take a closer look.
Well, what makes you say that?
He's dead.
Oh, right. Of course. Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir.
Wait. A file?
Oh, and there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
What? It looks like a profile on Francisca. Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Francisca in his possession? That is weird. Unless it's related. Oh, wait, she's supposed to be the liaison, so what if she was supposed to meet up with Mr. Hicks? Ah, because he was a representative of Borginia, she was probably assigned to meet up with him, aka acting as the liaison. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Unless I'm misreading the situation, but that's the kind of first, and that's the first thing that would come to mind as to why Mr. Hicks would even have her file, okay, I'm supposed to be meeting up with someone named Francisca. Apparently this is her file. I think. Would that make sense? I don't know. Okay, let's see. There's obvious, but keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir.
Gumshoe lore? By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pulls in the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. But I want to know. I want gumshoe lore. Also, bedsheets. Now I'm having a box that is big. Also, Zhang Fa Express. I see that in the upper left corner. Well, first things first. Gumshoe.
Yes, sir? Let's speak. This cargo hold is really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here.
Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Whoa! Stuff's falling on me! I can't get really into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get this show on the road. So, which item do you want to start on?
In this world, there are those who are masochistic, and then there is Gumshoe. We all need a gumshoe in our lives, I think.
So that flight attendant, Rhoda Tenero, she's the killer, isn't she?
I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there certainly are a great number of things pointing us in that direction.
You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase?
Yes. However, in regard to the key card being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she is lying about that. Yeah, there's a potential that she's telling the truth that the key card was stolen, you know? The real question is, who did it? It would have to be somebody that we have a full sprite of, and if it wasn't Rhoda Tenero, the only other people that we've seen so far are Chamomile and Mr. LeBlanc.
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair!
These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy.
See? Gumshoe gets it. Although, I think it's something that I can agree with somewhat. The combination of yellow and green can be, as one commenter put it, a bit nauseous if you think about it, and I can certainly see why. It's a certain combination that does not give you the best sort of feeling, While by themselves, the colors are relatively positive feeling. If you try to combine yellow and green, it's like, I get the reasoning. I mean, personally, I probably would actually have one because I mean, it's got green on it, so I might like it. You never know. Anyway, oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it'll bring you much happiness.
You think so? Oh, then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200?
$1,200 for a fucking suitcase? I can spend like... Wait, how much did that suitcase cost me? I freaking bought a suitcase that came with like 5 extra suitcases on the inside of it, and I didn't spend anywhere. I spent like maybe 100 something on that. I'm sorry, what?
I think I'll pass.
And Miss Tenera wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Why are they so fucking expensive? Like, goddamn. It definitely looks like one is missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments? Glass fragments. Let's see, glass fragments. Let me look at my organizer real quick. Glass fragments. Let me look at the body here. Let's see. I don't necessarily see any broken glass around here. Let's see. Looking at my evidence suggests that. Let's look at my logic. Oh! Never mind, the answer was standing there right in front of me. Okay. Broken glasses. Maybe that's it. Let's see. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected.
So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Let Gumshoe catch up. He's doing his best.
Oh, is it? Well, I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Right. Alright. I'm gonna put my theory to the test here. She was probably supposed to meet up with Mr. Hicks. Yes, I knew it! Okay. Whew. Good. I guess I'm right. Anyway, now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska? Or maybe my line of reasoning is wrong. We'll see. I have a feeling that she was supposed to meet up with him, or if she was working with Interpol, maybe she was supposed to investigate him or something. But, no. Anyway.
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
Yeah, sure. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Yeah. Franziska, we need to have a talk. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Okay, maybe my first idea was actually true. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. You do realize we both possess the same ability called logic, right? I know, and that's what infuriates me. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Oh! Oh, that just skyrocketed the severity. They killed an agent. I see. Agent Hicks was on the trail of an international smuggling ring. I see. He went undercover to investigate this crime, and it was I who put him on this case. Wait, he worked under you? I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I see. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
But what was he doing down here, sir?
He was probably looking for the smuggled goods.
There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in the suitcase and came down to get it.
Gumshoe.
Ow!
Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then, his body was put in a suitcase. The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Right. Okay, that was a short investigation. Wasn't even 20 minutes. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth, but the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Teneru. Well, to be fair, honestly, there is another possibility. I'm just saying there is another possibility. But there needs to be actual definitive proof. And that's why investigations are a thing. We need to see all possibilities. Oh! Oh, okay, here we go. Argument. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Teneru. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. That was quick. Alright, rebuttal time. Let's do it.
Hold it!
Hold it! That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand. Much like Scruffy over there.
Wait, what the? Oh, God damn! Hi!
I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well, then what about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal? Ha! I thought you might ask about her.
Hold it!
That's why I'm not going to elaborate. But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tetsuro.
Objection!
It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father?
Ah! Yes, well,
While I don't have any evidence, Be quiet! You're a disgrace! There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tetsuro, you know! It's not just the keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon that... the Mr. I-Fly piggy bank? Yes, she's the only person with a key to open that display case. Are we sure about that?
Hold it!
But that is a Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth! Okay. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Where did it go, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm sorry, what? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Well, we don't want to look at the piggy bank. Maybe not so much the crime scene, but if we want to really figure out the actual murder weapon, we need to examine the body. So you know what that means? Autopsy report! Maybe? Francisca? I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh? Was I? Yes. We don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks' head is consistent with the murder weapon? Shit, he got me. Scruffy!
yes, sir?
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks' autopsy.
Wait, I'm going, oh, goddamn it, yes, sir!
And off he goes. God damn, you really got him whipped, don't you? Yes, quite literally.
We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
What? What's up? What is it, detective?
They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure.
Report, now!
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
One giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back? From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back? He was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Oh! Autopsy report data jotted down my organizer. Scruffy! What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Hold up. Okay, victim, Acby Hicks, age 28. Time of death, March 12th between 3 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. Cause of death, cranial contusion due to blunt force, trauma to the back of the head. Remarks, appears to have been extensively beaten on the upper half of his back. Cranial contusion due to blunt force, trauma to the back of the head. So he had to have been hit with something really, really big. Multiple times. This is interesting. Wait, what'd that say? Instantaneous death resulting from blow to back of the head. Okay, so he died instantly, but he was still beaten multiple times even after his death? Jeez! Somebody had a real heavy grudge against him, good lord!
Well, that's...
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless! Wait, no! Ow! No! He gave us good information! Please stop whipping him. Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there! Oh god, it's LeBlanc, isn't it?
No, you remove yourself from my way.
What is all that racket? I knew it.
My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me.
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there is no choice.
Finally, I think he get... Hey, what are you?
You have left me no choice but to use strong force. Arrgh!
You won't get past me! This is... Wait. That's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. I swear to God. Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. Is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? Oh my God. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. Oh my lord.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Oh god, and we got a picture. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Okay, I figured out how I can connect these two. Now hear me out. If the cause of death shows extensive bruising, and then the Mr. I Fly piggy bank is that small, that's something that small cannot cause all of that severe bruising. So, here's how we prove that Mr. I Fly piggy bank is not the murder weapon. Potentially, you know, it has to be something bigger. Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there was extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark. And how bruising works is that, like, somebody could probably better describe this, but, you can kind of tell where there's one bruise versus there are multiple bruises in one area. If that makes any sense, which probably doesn't. Never mind. Which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggyback is much too small to have caused that. Piggy bank. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. The unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. Logic again? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's think about this again. So, we now have this. The unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. What if we combine this with the weapon that couldn't be found? So, anyway, if we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. And ironically, LeBlanc potentially solved this case for us. Also, is LeBlanc okay? There it is. That's it. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here?
Francisca! What? What do you want? Don't start me like that. I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. You did?
He really jumped.
We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
He might be hurt, but we should go check up on him, sirs.
We literally do not care. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. I heard that! Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Oh no, we're listening. We just don't care. Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. Here's the problem. We technically don't have the evidence to show it. If you think about it, we really don't. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. Ah, I missed that. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death. It wasn't suffocation, it wasn't strangulation, it was free fall! The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. Fell to his death? Yes. This is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. Now, whether he was pushed or not is the real question. But the murder happened inside this plane! I know. Are you claiming that there is some place on this plane from which he could have fallen from?
Guys.
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold.
What? Then...
It'd be weird if LeBlanc just straight up died. He's gotta be alive.
We're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs.
Let's check up on him.
Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal.
Quiet! Why are you screaming?
Yeah, he's durable. He didn't fall, like, seriously, that fall would not have killed him. That is too short of a fall. Unless he fell in a very specific way.
He's alive.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
He would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir.
I don't agree with that phrasing, but... I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there. As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? What can I use to show her that it's possible the box is not always there, where it is now? Well, let's see. Well, I was gonna suggest the potential that we were going to, like, that the turbulence was a thing. But now that I think about it, there is one moment that this shit could have been moved. Let me see. And that right there. That coincides with the potential time of death. So... And wait a minute, this is information we got from Chamomile.
Take that!
Here!
Wait. You refueled in the Republic of Zhangfa. Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhangfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. This too. Oh. Oh my god. I noticed that earlier.
It's labeled Zhangfa Express.
Correct. Meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhangfa. Discovered in the cargo hold. Hot damn! Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhangfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. The Zhangfa one? Oh. Okay.
If you spot anything off, you can come tell me right away, okay, pal?
Roger, sir. That's rather unusual for Gumshoe to be so directing. He must outrank this officer.
If you run into any trouble, you just leave it up to me, okay?
Yes, sir. Watch out, Detective Gumshoe.
Wow!
Scruffy, I think your ego was in need of some deflating.
I was following in your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates.
Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinate. Naturally so. If I may have a word with you, Francisca. I don't think you have the time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. Because of course. But, Gumshoe.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? Man, I can't believe Mr. Hicks fell to his death. I never would have guessed in a million years.
That is still only a hypothesis. However, the investigation should prove it to be true.
Speaking of falling, I'm glad that Art guy's okay. He took quite the spill.
Yes, he was lucky to have landed on top of that piece of cargo.
Yeah, I can just say it now. Passenger pays price for police foul-up. Did Prosecutor Edgeworth add fuel to the fire of the first murder with a second death? Yep, I'm willing to bet that'd make the first...
Are you okay? No, like seriously, what the hell was that?
Arguably, I have no idea. Yep, I'm willing to bet that'd make the front page.
That's not funny, detective! I've been through far too much to have another heart attack, my god, man! This is a rather large piece of cargo.
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Olive Red Statue. Never heard of it.
Nor do I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
Well, then let's get investigating, sir.
Oh god. Does this belong to LeBlanc? I knew it.
Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission!
Ah, don't rush up on me like that, pal.
So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. Oh my god. Oh dear, here we go. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course it is mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe! This Alif Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more.
10 million cents? So $100,000? Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold.
10 million cents?
I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective.
Darn! How did you do that?
Because you're easy to read, Gumshoe. I'm sorry, man.
I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year.
Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars?
Does it really make a difference to our case? Not really. But it is actually no, that does give me a little curious now that I think about it. Anyway, Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Mr. LeBlanc claims to have brought a piece of art from Europe, but... Oh my god. What if, hypothetically, it's smuggled goods? Why else would that information be brought into... Oh, I don't know. Just, you never know, it might actually be worth, thinking about. I'm gonna try something. So my theory right now is that the valuable piece of art is related to the smuggling. So, let's find out. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Alright, let's do it.
God damn it, what the hell do you want?
Fake statue? I just not read that. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is a fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Okay, let's look at it. iFly Airlines Airway bill. I can't read this. What does it say?
It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Well, shit. Received from Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, too. Well... After that... Can we still at least examine it, maybe? I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Huh, then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right.
What the hell? Aleph Red statue. What? This. I know I've seen this somewhere before.
This is the Aleph Red? Gives us such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at the museum.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Hold on! Hold up!
Oh!
Oh my god! Its eyes are different.
It was unveiled at a museum in Europe. I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
Okay, Aleph Red statue. It's different. It's different! I believe a closer look is warranted here. Yeah. Can I talk to you?
I grant you permission to look, but if you make tiny single fingerprint, I will make you pay 10 million cents.
Isn't that the value of the statue itself?
Of course, it is the price of my very valuable time in the loaning of my statue. Now you waste another minute, that will make your bill 11 million cents now.
I'm going to have to conduct this examination with even greater haste. Right. If I may have a word with you, Francisco. I don't think you have the time for idle chatter. I literally just said this. You seem to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality.
Didn't she just say the goddamn same thing?
Yes, she did. So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Hold up. Oh, yeah, right, I can do that. So this is the Aleph Red statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before.
No wonder this thing is worth 10 million cents. Look at how it sparkles, sir.
I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe more along the lines of dully shining. Well, it had to have been put here recently because it's standing on top of the cloth that's connected to the other thing over here. What's this?
The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense.
I'm literally right here. You, what did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress. You keep it.
What? Honestly, even I have no idea what the hell that was all about. Like, seriously, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, I should probably look at the... Yeah, look at the eyes now. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem?
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a second, I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house.
Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible this statue is a fake? Oh no, there's a possibility the statue's a fake. Like, we have that photo that tells you the other, like... Okay, you're just gonna say the same thing, okay. Is there anything else I can look at here? Okay, no, it just says the same thing. Okay, so I have a theory. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Yeah. The photo. Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing on that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill.
I don't care about sunsets! Focus, detective! What color are the eyes in this photo?
Huh? Ah! Sir! They're red!
As I thought. This statue is a fake! Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Aleph Red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is that? Sympathy? For what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
Really? Thank you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us!
No, please. This actually helps my self-esteem.
I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sun yelling? Now... It is a photo of the statue on display at a museum in Europe.
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
A fake?
I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhangfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. If this was put on between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point, this is cargo from Zhangfa. But wait a minute, hold on. His paper says that, give me a second, hold on. Oh god, which was it? Was it here? The statue was loaded on board in Europe. But hold the phone. Hold the phone. So if this is loaded on in Europe, but... Okay, I'm sorry, not the autopsy report. But if this was loaded on in Europe, and it was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point, cargo from Zhangfa, there is a discrepancy here. The timing. Okay, okay, I think, okay. Wrong button, sorry. Deduce. Yes. Did I choose the wrong place? There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of okay, because the music... Oh my god, sorry. I was freaking out because the music didn't stop, so I'm like, wait, am I wrong? Oh, okay. Usually when the music stops, I'm kind of right, but It's just a simple case of the cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. That's not possible! But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhangfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhangfa.
But
Then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return. What about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however. You have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It wouldn't have been after the swap had occurred. Or it would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner. Who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge? Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. I'll be damned.
I guess the victim knew the real version of this one was gonna get nabbed, huh?
Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. He was thinking ahead. That was actually smart of Hicks. That was really smart. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhangfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhangfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move the statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now!
Yes, ma'am. Sir. Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the olive red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction.
Ah, luminol used to detect for bodily fluids.
Blood!
I see. There was a reaction to luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood? Gee, I wonder, do we have a piece of information that tells us it's the cloth? The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhangfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhangfa?
There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. Yeah, he specifically said that he saw him at a very specific time. It would have to be Mr. LeBlanc. Like, wait. There's one other person's testimony. Hold on. Mr. Ackley Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5. Oh! Wait. Oh! Oh! Oh.
Oh! Oh my.
Oh, Miss Chamomile. Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhang Fa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
That totally contradicts the facts, sir!
But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. Oh. You're just gonna end it. This is a long one. I like it. Excellent, excellent. Unfortunately, I've run out of time. Actually, wait a minute. I think by the time this episode goes live, I'll probably be home from my trip to Florida. Delightful. Okay, whew. Have I mentioned that I've been really enjoying playing through the perspective of Edgeworth? Like, a lot. I realized we got a bit of a taste of it in the previous Ace Attorney game that I got to play. But, like, this right here, oh, it's good. Oh, it's real good. Arguably, it's also given me a chance to actually perfect my Edgeworth voice, which ironically started as the Byakuya Togami, which to be fair is arguably much more like a Squidward if I'm not careful. But, damn. I think actually sticking with something a little bit more sophisticated actually fits our boy Edgy. Oh, by the way, I went over the Ace Attorney trilogy again. There's a lot of gay overtones between Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright.